You're in for a real treat.
Hang on to them hats and glasses, 'cause this here's the wildest ride in the wilderness.
Mickey pretzel, Mickey ice cream bar, or an ice cream sandwich.
Oh, this is so easy. This is so easy. Mickey ice cream bar. We're going to love them. We're going to like the Mickey pretzel. And we're going to leave the ice cream sandwich. I can't even understand the ice cream sandwich.
Gets his stuff and gets ready to leave. And I was like, you're leaving? And he said that's when he was like, okay.
Yeah, so...
But, so why'd you pull over then?
I was probably more scared than anything. Pull over. I don't know if this guy's crazy.
With Holly, Grand Floridian, and Contemporary.
I would buy a Wookiee cookie before I would buy an ice cream sandwich in Disney. I'm just saying.
Chose the music they chose, and that's why that they laid this life out, you know, from birth to death in the show. It's actually much more to it than I think a lot of people realize until we really start to see it more.
I'm going to skip out because I do have to do my football show where I will be picking the Patriots to lose this week. By the way, go Raven, out!
I'll talk to him later. Pete is great. Love Pete.
Love his children in the house. Sometimes we would have 30.
You had the house to hang out at.
Ladies and gentlemen, Zach Stevens.
What's up, guys?
Well,
let's go live on YouTube. People might like to see that. Believe it or not, that first night we got 1,000 people watching. I don't.
Year after year.
You are now listening to a member of the Disney Podcast family. Head over to Disney Podcast Family on Instagram to see all the latest posts for this show and links to other great Disney podcasts.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the DIZPod, the last edition of 2025. Can you believe it? We are closing out another year, Lawrence, and man, time flies. We all know time flies. And if you're listening anywhere else or watching anywhere else on the YouTube app, Amazon, Spotify, Apple, and iHeartRadio, we welcome you too as you listen non-live. But we love everyone that accesses us anywhere. So what's going on? We are 8 sleeps from Christmas?
Crazy. I can't believe the year is almost over. So much has happened this year. Like just about any other year, there's ups, there's downs. But you get to this point and it's like, things just change. Listen, I got my permanent Christmas lights on the house. Finally. I've owned them for more than a year. Just didn't put them up last year. So very, very excited for that. Should have some family coming in to visit for Christmas, so we'll see. Very exciting
Times for sure. Very excited. My favorite time of year, and I'm just officially this evening I'm starting to slowly check out of regular day life, regular every life, working stuff like that. I just want Wednesday night to be here. Next Wednesday night.
Yeah, I just got back and I actually took a nap before the show because I just got back late last night after this weekend, being there in the parks, getting there late Friday night, Saturday for the meetup and Magic Kingdom. Sunday was Magic and then Epcot, and then Monday was Animal Kingdom and Hollywood Studios. So I actually hit all 4 parks and did 2 days of park hopping in 3 days. So that's kind of crazy for me.
I'm so proud of you. Amazing work, my friend.
Yeah. Definitely pushed it to the limit, especially Monday. You know, my plane was scheduled to take off at 8 p.m. and I was still in a park at 6 p.m. So, definitely pushed it to the limit there.
Yes, you did. Wow.
Yeah.
I like to cut things tight. That I would not cut tight. Oof.
Well,
So,
I have TSA pre-check, so normally I just scoot right around, and I wasn't checking a bag, so it was easier.
Very well done, my friend. Very well done. And it was a pleasure and an honor of hanging out with you on Saturday. We had a good time.
Yeah, it was fun. It was fun. The whole day was fun. I mean, getting to meet so many people. I'm trying to think of folks creators that I hadn't met before, like Park Pass TV, their whole family. Got to meet them. You know, we've talked, we've been on the Zoom call together, but I never got to meet them in person. So many others, man, there's so many others. Even Disney with Sean, hadn't met him before. Pete Carney, who's been on our show, but I got to meet him in person, you know, so that was a lot of fun. And then we also got to meet a lot of people from chat, you know, that are not creators, that are viewers and that are part of the community. And so that was very exciting to me, and to be able to take pictures. I will get some pictures from Pete and post some of those on our community page on all three channels. I'll post them on Living in Diz. I'll post them on the DIZPod and on Park Bros. Because we're all a part of that. So
I absolutely love that. And Jacob and Tammy and I discussed it multiple times over the weekend as to how great that meetup was. So we want to really thank Pete McDevitt for doing those types of things. It was my first meetup by Pete. And even though we got there later, it was truly amazing because the people that had remained, it just goes to show you, we know we have great people in this community, but to just be there and talk with them and mingle around. And so many of them patiently waited to talk with me and talk with Jacob and Tammy. And I say this and I mean this, and I know you feel the same way, that when you see the joy on someone's face to finally get the chance to meet you and things like that, I'm just as overwhelmed in joy, and the family too enjoys it in return. You know what I'm saying? Like it doesn't get old for us.
Yeah.
It's always a great feeling to meet someone that takes their time to follow us and care. That'll never get old.
Yeah. It's you know, we met Paul and Stephanie were there, and I've met both of them before at the Maryland meetup. I was not at the last Florida Pete meetup, so I missed that one. But I did go to the August meetup in Maryland. And Paul, you were at both. You can tell me. And David T, you were there at both also. Did you feel like this one was bigger? For some reason, this one felt like there were more people here than there were at the other one. And you still had just about as many people had to travel for this one. You know, Stephanie and Paul are up in Maryland, Pete's up in Maryland, and they traveled down. Monorail Molly traveled down. I mean, so many people just wanted to be a part of it and say hello and say thank you to Pete and, you know, people in the community for what they do. And I just thought it was great. Obviously they were also there for the Magical Night of Hope, which what was the number? Somebody told us
65,000.
Yeah, I think it was $65,000. So absolutely incredible. Such a excuse me, such a worthy cause. So glad that they were able to do that for sure. I will give you and our listeners and viewers a little hint that people asked me while I was there Saturday to do a meetup of Disney Streamer Network. And so I think we're going to probably try and do that in late spring, maybe. So we have something similar to that where we're out at Disney Springs, and people that watch Theme Park Giant, people that watch Living in Diz, people that watch Cruise and Theme Park Guide, and all the channels in the network can all come together just for a couple hours and just say hello. So we're going to work on that.
I like that. I love that idea. Mix it up between viewers of those channels as well as the channels themselves. That's an amazing idea. Let's take some time to promote that, and we'll promote it on Living in Diz as well.
Yeah,
that would be great. We had a really great time doing that, and then we hung around Springs for a bit. I dragged you around Springs for a little bit, trying to do some last minute Christmas effort things as well. So that was good, and we had an amazing dinner with Ann Gilnack. Brunch was done, so we had to get regular lunch. Yeah, brunch was done, but we made a nice recovery. Jacob and I got a nice big piece of salmon covered in barbecue sauce with potatoes and tons of asparagus. So very good. You know, nothing is ever bad at homecoming. So I put a lot of food down, and I did not leave that table overly full, but everybody else did. Plus, I had a salad that Ann's sister didn't want. I ate the salad. I split a side of mac and cheese with Jacob, plus that meal. Ann had the biggest piece of chicken off of Tammy's plate.
Wow.
And then a little while later, I'm like, okay, I'm really hungry. What are we doing? And did you realize we didn't eat a stitch of anything? No food passed our lips at Magic Kingdom during the stream.
Oh, I noticed.
So I think we broke a record there.
I know.
I don't know if you were hoping that we'd stopped and grabbed something, or Theo or anyone, but we did not stop. We were on a mission just to get things done, and we did. So there. Purple Pleasure still wants an autograph from me since the first day we met. I am happy to do that for her. Do you have any flats for me to sign? Any black and whites?
Oh. Christy PH Disney, hello.
So, yeah.
Yeah, it was a good weekend. I'll tell you what I did. I guess we'll do a trip recap first, and then we'll go into Christmas. So, when I went to book this trip, on property was like, it wasn't sold out, but like All Stars was $300 a night or some ridiculous amount. I was not paying that for All Stars. So I looked off property but close, and Wyndham Garden, Lake Buena Vista, was available. So I booked that one. And I looked at where it was, and I'm like, okay, well, this is walking distance to Disney Springs. It says it's 5 minutes. Let's go for it. So I book it, and that night, I got in at, 7, and I was like, I think I could make it to Epcot for Luminous. So I left the hotel. I go out the back parking lot, and the entrance to Springs is right there. It's right there. So I didn't even have to cross the street or anything. So I walk into Springs, caught a bus to Beach Club, got off of Beach Club, walked in the back entrance of Epcot, and got to see Luminous right as it started. So that was pretty cool. So if you can't if you can't get on property, there are some options in Disney Springs that are very close. And this hotel also had free shuttles that ran on the hour to the parks. So I could have used that as well.
Yeah, that's great information.
Till 5, so that wasn't going to work that night. So, and then the Pete McDevitt meetup was in Disney Springs. So I just leave the hotel and do a 5-minute walk and ran into everybody. So.
Yeah, with us running behind too, my idea was to make the call of let's try ground parking, which we rarely do, and ground was so nice. It put us right there at the meetup.
Right. I had not seen that parking lot until I had not stepped foot into that parking lot until I went with you back to Magic.
I'm so glad I was able to experience that with you for the first time.
Never saw that parking lot. I was like, oh, I always heard about surface parking. Never knew where it was. So.
You know what happened to us too? Listen, everybody, it is the season where everything in Disney World is jam-packed, and that includes Disney Springs. We thought we were just going to float right in there. We actually had that line that you see of the ramp leading up to the light that allows you to finally take a left and journey into the parking garage.
Mm-hmm.
So we had some quite a bit of traffic in the last 10 minutes arriving, too. So, and I'll never forget, there was a few years ago, Jacob and I went to Springs mid-afternoon, and listen, they put us in a parking area that we've never seen before. I think it's the cast the Disney team building.
Oh,
it's a huge parking lot. They will put you back there when they run out of
Wow.
parking during the Christmas season. And it was quite the walk. I mean, people were offering rides to each other. Like, can I give you a ride to your car? And we did that.
Wow.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
it's busy.
When I went Friday night, you could just imagine, the second to last Friday before Christmas, just how busy Disney Springs is. Because let's not forget, it's a shopping center. People are out there shopping. They're going to World of Disney. They're hitting up all the stores that they don't have near home. And Friday was busy. Saturday, because that's basically how I went back, except for Saturday night, because we went together. Corey dropped me off Saturday. But I was through Disney Springs every other day that weekend, and it was busy every day. So, but all in all, I mean, where else would you want to be during the holiday season? So great to see all the decorations, and you get Stitch over World of Disney blowing snow instead of water.
Yes, we got to see that. That was a nice surprise.
Mm-hmm.
I was happy to see that. Nice little addition. All those little things Disney does.
That's right. And then the music, there wasn't so Friday night I was through there, and there wasn't a band. Normally there's a band playing on that stage. There wasn't a band, but they had a DJ playing music and mixing in Christmas music as well. So, and there were plenty of people dancing, just having a good time. It's always great. Plus, I didn't have to wear a winter coat this weekend, but I did when I had to get home. When I got home, it was 25. So.
Oh boy.
Yeah. Then it was time to throw on the jacket.
Mm-hmm. I don't miss those days.
No.
It was chilly. It was chilly this morning, probably in the 50s. I didn't check.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm into those days now where when I'm working, it's like the morning starts out with you turn off the AC, you put on the heat, and then by like 11, 12, you switch it over to AC. And then by the end of the day, I'm switching back over to heat. That's winter in Florida.
So that's where you have to have the thermostats that do the switch automatically. There aren't a lot of them, but there are some that will automatically switch from AC to heat.
Oh, You know what? My car does that. Maybe I should try that. Isn't it like auto?
Yeah, the car will do it.
So you tell it what temperature you want the car, and then it'll just kind of do that.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm learning.
Yeah.
Of course, I have two cars
so
now. I got to see
the
to see if the work car.
Yeah.
See if the company car does it. Good.
Yeah, it's so cold here. When I do the remote start, it turns on the seat heaters as well. So. Okay, so let me address something that Purple Pleasure brought up. So, I was streaming at Magic Kingdom on Sunday. Started out kind of, I did Country Bears, I did Tiki Birds. I think I went and did People Mover. Well, no, we did the Festival Fantasy Parade, and then right after that, I went and did Tiana's, which was 10 minutes. So I was on a Sunday. I'm like, yeah, that's fine. But that's because it was a party night. So I went over and did Tiana's, and I'm streaming. You guys know I don't normally stream, although that's going to become a habit now. And so I'm out there, we're on the ride. I sat in the back row, and we get on the big drop. And I'm like, oh, here we go. And I'm holding on to the camera, make sure, you know. And then I thought about Thad, because Thad always takes his cap on the big drop, takes his cap off and shields his camera from getting wet. And I was going to make a joke about it. Well, I probably should have, because I wore my cap and it flew off.
And then you didn't wear your cap.
So in the picture the ride picture you get for Tiana's, there's my cap on my head. And that's the last time I ever saw it.
It would have been better if it was like half off.
I know.
Like that would be a picture for the ages.
I know.
So you could never be Indiana Jones then, because Indiana Jones never loses his hat.
Never loses his hat. Yeah. I didn't, so the stream does not know. I didn't tell them that day. I didn't tell them the next day because I wanted to talk about it on the show. It was so funny. And then when we got off, I was like, oh my God, I'm going to be one of those people that causes the ride to stop, and, you know, they got to evacuate because there's something floating in the water and it gets stuck underneath, you know. But nope, ride kept going. So I did find Lost and Found. If I find it, I will keep you all updated.
Retire that hat and frame it. Roderick, was it Roderick? Oh, yeah, Roderick said, where was it? Where'd it go? He said that you did a great job on the stream. You kept it flowing smoothly. Roderick, he's had a good teacher. That's all I'm going to say. He's had a good teacher.
Thank you, Rod. Thank you, Rod.
I wish that I could flip the favor and just produce from here for him. I would love that.
I actually said that Sunday. I'm like, sorry, guys, I don't have a producer, so, you know, I'm just flying blind. But I did get the idea of why Thad and Sierra and now Blake, when they do their version of streaming, how it is much easier for them to do it with the app that they use, because they can put in all of their overlays and everything. So,
well, hey, listen, I haven't done it the way, like, say, Thad has done it, but I was doing this in the parks before any of them even thought of streaming. If you think about it, I was going old school I was running stuff on Streamlabs like years ago. So I could easily transition into doing that on my own. But I love doing it with you, my friend. So we should test it again. We should test it again, right? Because we definitely had quite a bit of lag in it, but we're thinking that the park was just so busy it was difficult to keep that as smooth as maybe Thad does.
Yeah, because I streamed that way on Sunday, and
it was better.
It was better. Now I did go into basically potato mode, so I was in 1080, 30 frames per second.
I had thought about going to 30 frames. Sorry, everybody. We'll get off the tech rails, but I thought about going to 30 frames to see if that was going to help. But I don't know if the frames, Thad might be able to answer that. I don't know if taking the frames down would have helped. But we go in 1080 through there, and then we pump it out at 4K. Right?
Yeah, it would have been. I think it would have been better.
Okay.
Because it's less data. And Thad.
Yeah.
And
so we can try that next
Blake's
time.
in the house too. Blake can tell me. What he says, I even wanted to mention something about the hat cover. I hope you get the hat back. Yeah, thanks, Blake. It was the Disney Streamer Network hat. It's a one-of-a-kind hat, folks. That's
no, it's the
item.
Disney Streamer hat.
It's the Disney Streamer Network hat.
How could you? Now I'm upset.
Yeah, this is not some run-of-the-mill hat you buy over at the Emporium. No.
No, I like that hat. You definitely have to increase the size of the logo, and then I think you're good to go. The black is a little bit difficult to see, but it's still great. So
yeah, on a lighter shirt, it might have worked. I mean, on a lighter hat, it might have worked if it's bigger. But it was a test, so I wasn't.
I like the color of the hat, though. We'll have to talk about it.
Yeah, we're gonna figure that out.
Tweak it.
Yep. Yeah.
Okay. We got the theme park giant tech right there, so that's good.
Mhm.
We'll know to drop that when we can, but we don't have to drop it when you're at home.
No, should be smooth. Should be smooth. So yeah, so speaking of the Disney Streamer Network, the website's coming. DisneyStreamerNetwork.com.
Yay!
It's coming.
Let's go.
So got a lot of stuff happening in 2026. That's going to be a big project for us there. So
love it.
And we added another channel to the network. Adventures by Carney has joined the network. So
welcome,
Pete is
Adventures by Carney. Welcome.
So I think that puts us at 43 right now. So
okay.
Pete has asked me to be on his Wednesday show next Wednesday, Christmas. I might have to wear the jacket again.
What's wrong with Pete? That's Christmas Eve, but go ahead.
Christmas Eve. Well, he said, do you want
the guy
to?
that never sleeps.
Yeah, never. And I'm like, well, yeah, I'll have family in town, but should be good. So it won't be long. But he wants me to come on and talk about the network. So I said, yeah, absolutely.
Excellent. We love the network.
Yeah. So, and I'll end with the weekend convo with this. Yesterday, excuse me, there were a lot of people, a lot of creators in my stream from the network. I don't think that went unnoticed, but there were a lot of the friends in the network. Thad was there most of the time. Christy PH Disney, Sierra, just so many people popped in. So definitely appreciate their support.
Exactly.
And it was a lot more. I had a lot more viewers than I thought. So I might
very nice
be doing this about every 4 to 6 weeks, maybe.
We'll very nice. I'll promote it. You keep doing that, you'll beat Aaron in live streams in the parks. So you got that going for you.
Yeah.
But yeah, that I love that, and we love that here at Living in Diz about the support of the network coming out to support you. And that's amazing. I still need to go back and watch that stream. So yeah, I was knee deep in three fantasy teams and trying to will them to victories so I can go to the next round.
I did Frozen Ever After. And so we can stream it, but I still have.
We can stream it in a certain way.
And
if
even though
you don't,
yeah,
get penalized.
You will get trouble. Even though I was the one that talked about how to stream it, still me sitting there, I panicked.
You was
I'm
nervous.
looking at my
You were
second
nervous.
phone, waiting to see if it's getting blocked or anything. It did get blocked, but it didn't get taken down. It only got blocked by copyright, and now it's back up. So, no big
Beautiful.
deal. Yeah. So.
Beautiful.
Yes, and it was the Frozen Christmas version.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So we got Olaf, and we got the Christmas or the holiday, whatever they call it, holiday surprise or something, which I think is longer than the regular show as well.
Okay, that might sound about right.
Yeah. So very happy with that. Nice way to end me getting to see the holiday or the parks for the holidays.
Sounds good.
Yeah. So speaking of the holidays, this is our Christmas episode. I don't wear this just for nothing. This is the famous jacket. The famous
It is.
Jacket
It's the Jollywood jacket.
That is way too big.
But you wore it like a champ that night at Jollywood.
And I should have gone because I got this at Kohl's. Everyone, non-sponsored.
I wish
I
they
should have
were
went
sponsors.
early this season to see if they had new collections that were done better. Should I show the back of the jacket?
Oh, you have to now. For those listening, he's got a beautiful, ugly Christmas suit jacket on. Go to your right a little bit. There you go, right there. Look how uneven that is. Catherine, our official streamstress, would never do that. It just doesn't line up. It's like they tried to not line it up.
Yeah, exactly. Like, come on. Yeah, that's pretty bad. So, no, Rod, it is not a Catherine original. If if there was a little bit more fabric, she probably would have taken it apart and redone it. But no, this is not hers at all.
I was just going to say that. I think she was evaluating whether she should take it apart.
Yes.
And redo it.
Yeah, she looked at it, but not enough fabric at the bottom. So
no. So we got a little bit of a Christmas show. What we got going on?
So this will be a Christmas tradition, right? To wear the jacket.
Yes.
If we go back to Jollywood Nights, I probably will not wear this jacket though.
Oh, I thought you were going to say we were going to wear it.
No, I think I'm going to step it up. Jollywood's is very, 40s, 50s,
yes,
glamour Hollywood. So I think I would go with something a little bit different. So,
okay.
So we'll see. Oh, Thad took sewing in 7th grade. All right.
I did too. It's kind of fun. Running the what do you call that thing? The sewing machine. Running that was kind of fun. It was kind of fun. I haven't done it since I was, 14, but it was kind of fun.
All right.
It's kind of neat.
Maybe the next time we get a Verbo down there, we'll you get to run Catherine's.
Okay, I got it. Catherine can pre-cut the materials, and we can see who can put together the best outfit, the shirt or something. How about that?
Oh no.
Maybe yeah. That could be fun.
Oh boy. We'll have to invite that over. That'll be part of the streamer games. Sewing a shirt.
Right? You gain points with each event. I like that.
I love it. Yeah, so that's also one of our traditions. Well, we've done it a couple of years. Is gone down to the parks for, really not for Christmas, but for New Year's and Jay's birthday. But we skipped that this year because we did the cruise in October, and then we're doing the fantasy in August. So we skipped the big family trip for New Year's, but that was always a lot of fun to do, and maybe we'll do it next year. We'll see.
That was fun. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah,
we made some good memories. Got to get Nick down.
Yep.
Do a pod. We did the podcast. We did the podcast live from there. It was awesome. I'm still proud of you. We ran that so professionally. We had an audience.
We
just did it. I mean, I was in radio for a very short time, so to do a live broadcast, it wouldn't have gone any differently. It was great.
Yeah,
a lot of fun.
That was a lot of fun. Set up and before that, I had to look for the right Verbo that had a space that we could do it with a nice background for us, and that one just worked. But that was a lot of fun. It was a lot of work because I basically had to take all of this down there.
We just take the Diz trucks down. That's all. You just load up the Diz trucks.
And then we had no Wi-Fi, or I shouldn't say Wi-Fi. We had no internet at that house until the day of the podcast. So we almost were broadcasting the podcast using my phone as a hotspot. How well do you think that would have worked?
Not well.
That would have been lag central, but it did work. Ran a long 100-foot cord over to the garage where the movie theater was for that show. But it was fun. It was fun.
That was good. I should go back and watch that. That was fun.
Yeah. It was fun. I remember leading up to it being really nervous, not only because of all the tech we were doing differently, but we had an audience.
Yes.
And the audience was family and friends. Like, don't screw up in front of them.
Right. But we didn't. It was super smooth.
It was. So, what are some of your family holiday traditions?
I don't know what you may have. We just nothing too grand. I mean, especially since we moved to Florida, so we don't have any family members here, so it's just us. So it's really just we make sure. Well, Jillian is usually the first one up, trying to get everyone else up, It's the only day of the year that I'm not the first one awake, pretty much.
It's the only day of the year where she's awake first.
Yes. Yes, usually she's last.
Yeah.
So, yeah, gets us all up, and eventually when everyone is up, we open up gifts. It usually takes us quite a while. Tammy keeps looking over at the kitchen because she's got to get over there and get things rolling, but we take forever to open up gifts. And, we got to take a little film. We got to video, pictures.
You take film?
I know. Well, yeah, we have to video. And then I never know where to put this stuff.
Corey gets out his 8mm. His 8mm camera.
We pull out the 8mm. Then later I develop them, and then we set up the pull screen.
Yes.
And we watch them silent movies. It's great. But yeah, that's pretty much. And then we just relax. So sorry to say. Well, I'll say what. We do have one tradition that Jacob and I have done for at least 3 years now. And we're totally planning on it again, which is Christmas Eve. We grab a little eggnog. I don't know if we'll have some snacks out there to go. But we go into our theater and we watch Jim Carrey's version of A Christmas Carol. And it's just become a special. I mean, anyone else is invited, but no one comes into the room. But it's just something that's become very special to Jacob and I to do that. It's a must-do every year. And who knows where life will take us. I hope he stays right here in Florida. But, if his job or travel takes him elsewhere, I'm sure that we will make sure we do some kind of watch party together or something, because I don't want to ever lose that with him. So, I told Tammy this too the other day. I would believe that it's entrenched enough in him now that when I'm long gone, that he will still do it, and maybe he carries that on with his kids. So that's our best one. The entire family's not involved in that tradition, but they're always welcome. So we'll see if maybe Jill will join in. Her boyfriend will be here too. So maybe he's never seen the movie. So maybe we can get them in there too. And Tammy and I have knocked out 2 movies, by the way, already. So we're ahead of our own schedule. We don't have much longer to go. But I will reveal in our top 5 favorite movies, those are the ones we have to accomplish. And we've only knocked out 1 so far.
Got it.
What about you for traditions? The camcorder. Yes, Shirley Renee.
So we are going to be talking about our top 5 Christmas movies and our top 5 Christmas songs, Christmas styles, Christmas albums. So folks in chat can certainly add that. And if you're watching afterwards, you can certainly feel free to put them in the comments. For us, I think with Finley now turning 6, we're starting to develop some of that. She asked the other day to put on The Polar Express, which is Jay's favorite Christmas movie. So I like that she likes it as well. I don't know that she would say it's her favorite. She's very big onto the Elf on the Shelf series of movies, and I didn't know there were so many.
I didn't either.
It's kind of like The American Tale. It just kept going and going. So she likes that. And Catherine does not like The Polar Express. She doesn't like the animation style. So she doesn't normally like it. I like it. So that's kind of becoming a thing. Mom, Purple Pleasure in chat, and Finley have a tradition of going to see the Nutcracker here locally in the Raleigh area. And so, of course, then that means that Catherine has a tradition of making Finley a dress every year. So she's got a...
I'm sorry, you meant to say every day, right? Every day.
And no, every day is going out looking for the fabric. So she actually found it. So that's kind of Mom's thing, which I like, because she used to take my youngest brother to see it. Now, he's older, so now her and Finley go every year. So that's kind of cool. For our family, as a group, it's Trans-Siberian Orchestra every year. And so I realized that was last Thursday. I realized that Finley has seen Trans-Siberian Orchestra every year since she's been alive.
She's got to keep that tradition going.
She's got to keep going now. Sorry. I don't know what tickets are going to be when you're 40, but you got to keep going. 2019, she was 10 months old at that point, and we took her to see Trans-Siberian Orchestra. I'll tell that story real quick. So it was the day of the, listen, she was free to get in. There's no ticket cost for her, right? So we're like, okay, we're going to take her. But I'm in a Trans-Siberian fan group on Facebook, and I wasn't sure. Obviously, we had noise canceling headphones, not regular headphones. We had noise canceling headphones for her. But then, am I forgetting something? What should I? We've never taken a baby to a concert. Obviously, you take stuff. You got your diaper bag and all that, and the headphones. But what else do you take? So I put into the group a post. We're taking our daughter. She's 10 months old. Has anybody done this? Am I forgetting something? And people were, being nice, whatever. And then there was this one troll that was like, "You're bad parents. There's no way you take a 10-month-old to a concert. You're ruining her, blah, 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 blah." Well, that guy actually ended up... I was like, whatever, dude. I wasn't even paying attention to him. And this is before, I did streaming and the podcast. And no, you just let trolls go on about their merry way. The people in the group, the admins of the group, threw him out of the group. And then I get to the show and somebody's messaging me from the group saying, "Sorry that happened, blah, blah, blah." And I'm like, "No, it's all right. It happens." And she was very nice. Her name happens to be Catherine also. And she was like, that's just not the feeling of Trans-Siberian Orchestra and the holidays and all that. But especially because, my husband, is with Trans-Siberian Orchestra. I was like, "Oh, who's your husband?" I'm figuring she's going to tell me some, roadie or something like that. She's like, "Zach Stevens." It's like, what? I'm talking to Zach Stevens' wife? And so that just continued to grow, and we talked, and that's how Zach ended up coming on the show. And Zach and I are now friends. And then this year, they brought the signing line back, because normally they have the signing line, but they stopped that after 2020 with the pandemic. So they brought the signing line back. You can, take something and have them all sign it. So we bought a yearbook or a program, and they all sign under their picture. So I get to Zach, and of course, it's like, "Hey, you made it, blah, blah, blah." And I was like, "Hey, next time you're going to Disney, let me know. I'll meet up with you." He's like, "Yeah, really?" I'm like, "Yeah." So he's going in January. So I may be going or we may be going to Magic Kingdom with Zach Stevens from Trans-Siberian Orchestra.
That's awesome. Have a good time. If it's not a Saturdays, yeah, I won't get to see him, but have a good time with that. I'd like to meet him in person. He's a great guy, really genuine. Great guy. He was fun to have on the show.
Yep.
So
it's just crazy how circumstances work out that way. But so that's Finley's tradition, is going to Trans-Siberian Orchestra every year that she's been alive, except for 2020 where there wasn't one, but they did a pay-per-view kind of thing, and so we paid for that, and we went upstairs to the theater and watched it there.
Nice. Fun.
So, and normally having family over, we open presents normally Christmas Eve night, although now that, Finley's born, it's kind of more traditional. So it's more very early morning on Christmas Day for us. So it's more traditional. When I was younger, it was always probably 2 a.m. on Christmas Eve or Christmas Day.
Does she beat you guys awake now? Like, "Daddy, Mom, Santa came. It's time to open up gifts."
I'm trying to think. I don't think so. I think because normally I'm awake, panicking that I'm going to come downstairs and she will have ripped into open up all the presents, but she's never done that. So yeah, it normally she doesn't. Normally we just went to sleep because we're normally wrapping presents all night long. But whatever.
Right.
But it's been it's good. I would love to see a white Christmas. How many years has it been? Have you had? I mean, you were in Maine, so I'm assuming you had a white Christmas up there.
It was white like a month and a half before Christmas.
Yeah,
it stayed that way.
Yeah,
I don't think, unless Tammy corrects me, I don't think that we ever had a whiteless Christmas. I think it's always been there for us.
Wow.
So, yeah, maybe there was one thrown in there in a 9-year span, but it's usually right there. It doesn't disappoint, that's for sure. So for here, what I do is, especially in the beginning, like I close the blinds and just put the lights on in the living room, because normally it's sunny and you see grass out on the just past the patio.
Yeah.
It just didn't seem right to me.
Yeah.
So I usually close them, and I'll probably put up on the big screen in the living room, like because you can search snowy windows on YouTube and things like that. So we'll create some atmosphere like that, and we'll go about it like that.
So let's talk about movies. You want to do movies, or you want to do songs first, or music?
Let's do songs first.
All right. So I found it very hard to come up with 5 songs that are my top 5. So I kind of have genres or albums.
Okay.
So I'll give you mine. So my top 5 choices. There's an album called Merry Mixmas, and they're traditional songs, but they're remixed. I think one of them is Crazy Frog. If you'll know Crazy Frog, it did Axel F. So there's a bunch of those. Harry Connick Jr. has 2 great Christmas albums. He did a Christmas waltz that I love. Then, because I was born in the late 70s, 80s Christmas music just does it for me, because again, you talk about traditions, that was a tradition, right? You had Elton John, you had Paul McCartney, you had Wham, Do They Know It's Christmas Time, Christmas Wrapping by the Waitresses. Like that stuff, that is Christmas to me. It just takes you back, all that nostalgia right back. In the 90s, I went to Catholic high school, and they would play Michael W. Smith. So I have a little bit of that album as well. One of them is All Is Well, which is a great song. And then how do I narrow down anything from Trans-Siberian Orchestra? Obviously Christmas Eve, Sarajevo would probably be number 1, but you have Wish List. There's just so many that they do that are great. So I have a wide variety of Christmas music that I like. What about you, Corin? What about you guys in chat? What do you like?
Yeah, so I always have a hard time answering people when they ask Disney questions. Rank your favorite park icon, rank your favorite attraction, and that's hard enough. But I think rating a top 5 set of Christmas songs is even more difficult than that. I love Christmas music so much. I play it periodically through the year, and I've just been playing mostly that in the car, because I do have a lot of drive time every day, and I've just been rolling with some stuff. But you know what dominates my Christmas music play this season is on SiriusXM. I found holiday instrumentals. I've been in an instrumental mood lately, And these are nice. It's all the classics that we know of, but done instrumentally. So really enjoying that. Before I get to my top 5, I mean, I'm just scrolling through this list, and I almost see nothing that I don't like. Silver Bells, Oh Holy Night, Santa Claus is Coming to Town. You've got the Jackson 5 version. You've got other versions. Pentatonics, whatever they do, is great. Somewhere in My Memory, John Williams is another great one. Who doesn't like a good Jingle Bell Rock? I would probably say, before I'm trying to name things that aren't in my top 5. So I guess there's just so many. So if I kind of do have a definite top 5 though, and I did forget about Sarajevo. That's another great one. That would easily be in my top 10 for sure. But there's just some other ones that are just so much more favorable to me that I get excited and really energized about them. And I would probably say, probably not quite in this order, but I will save my final song as the number 1. But and this is one that Jillian and I share together. So if you think about it, right, you talked about a group of 80s songs. You talked about, we've got our traditional songs from 40s or 50s. There's so many iconic ones. And you think of modern day, like what are the modern day songs among all the artists that do this stuff? What's going to really stand out in future generations? And I think one of those is Underneath the Christmas Tree.
Yeah.
From Kelly Clarkson.
Yeah.
To me, that's one that just gets my energy up from the first note and just love it. And Jill and I feel the same way about that one. The other one that's like that is All I Want for Christmas, which everyone knows. I think everyone knows All I Want for Christmas just as well as anything from any decade.
Yep.
So those are in my top 5. Now we get into I would say maybe the best. We could have a whole debate on it and look at a list about it, but one of the 80 songs that really stands out to me is Last Christmas from Wham. That's an amazing song too. But a definite here's this would probably, I don't know if, I'm kind of going to go out of my top 5 here. Love Burl Ives Anything. So I'll just throw down the Rudolph soundtrack.
Okay.
Which is unbelievable, especially the opening track, which kind of takes you through instrumentally most of the pieces of the songs in the show. Right? So that's an amazing piece. I just love that. I mean, it takes you through Misfit and There's Always Tomorrow and all the other ones. So that's a great piece right there. To me, that's what I love about end credit soundtrack, tracks from a movie, because you're going to usually hear the best of the soundtrack intertwined in the credits.
Right.
Which is exactly how, when you go see a Broadway show, live shows, I like how they intertwine things. And if you talk about just Wicked for a second, there's so many different pieces that bring back pieces of the best songs in that soundtrack, which is really neat. And I think they did that in the sequel well, where you got little hints and little touches of different things. So my top 2 is actually, I'm gonna ask you if you think you can guess what my favorite Christmas song is, and I make it known, and maybe everyone in chat, maybe some people in chat know too. And I'll give a hint. When usually, almost every time, maybe every time that we're waiting live in Universal for the Macy's parade, it just pumps over the loudspeakers, and I can't help but sing it. This is my number 1.
So I think what happens, because I noticed that when you were there last, and what I think happens is, how you have the pre-show music for Luminous, right? You have that half hour of music, and then the narrator comes on, or the announcer comes on and says good evening, blah blah blah, and then you have the drums. Well, the drums are really part of opening of Luminous, and I think they're using that song as the opening of the parade because it is very different level than the rest of the music before the parade starts. So I think that's what they're doing with that, and I don't know if you had something to do with that, or did you petition for that song to be the opening? But that's what it seems like.
I've talked to Universal before. They have come into our stream, the official account of Universal. They have. So what it is, without further ado, it is, well, leading up to that, the other one that's, I guess I've kind of named a top 6, but Happy Holidays from Andy Williams. But my number one of all time, which is really close to the Burl Live stuff, is It's the Most Wonderful Time of Year. I mean, that song comes right out of the gate like the Star Wars theme. It's bam in your face, and high energy. I love it. I love it when they play it at Hollywood Studios. I love it when they play it at Universal, and anytime it comes on the radio. Love it.
I'll say this about All I Want for Christmas. We all know, where that song sits with a lot of people. You either love it or you hate it, or you're tired of it, or you can't get enough of it. I remember when that song came out, that album or CD came out, and we had it. I want to say we probably got it from Columbia House. Either that or I went to Nobody Beats the Wiz. Those up in the Northeast.
Wow.
We'll remember that one. So I remember when that came out and I heard that song and it fell right in line with the other classics. And to me, it felt like those 80s songs, the Little Drummer Boy, Peace on Earth with, oh my goodness, is that Mick Jagger and...
Oh, yes.
Bing? That's not Bing Crosby.
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah,
Okay.
You got it.
All right. And so, I think it just falls right in that same genre of a classic. So I just remember when that came out, I knew that was going to fit right in there. So, and it has. Biggest selling Christmas song of all time. So now let's talk about movies. We're big on movies. This was hard because we try to, the Disney Channel, or Freeform, I guess it's called now, they do their, 30 days of Christmas movies or whatever. And it's like, how do you pick just 5? It's crazy. And so I was doing my list and I would, let me add this one. And then I got to drop one out of the top 5. It's so crazy. So because I think the first Christmas movie that we watched this year, and Catherine can correct me, I want to say, David Bowie. Mom's right. It was David Bowie. It was Bing Crosby and David Bowie. I want to say the first one we watched was Miracle on 34th Street, the newer one, with the young lady from Matilda. I think her name is Wilson. I can't remember her first name. So we watched that. I think that was the first one, but it didn't make my top 5. So my top 5 movies right now, and the way I look at this is the ones that I have to watch every season. The rest I'll kind of fill in, but the ones that I watch every season. Christmas Vacation. National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation.
Should I agree with you if something is in my top 5?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, just there's so many lines. Yeah, I'm laughing about it just thinking about some of those lines. Some I can say on the air, some I can't. And then I have
I'll agree with you. I'll agree with you if you're done with that.
Yeah.
I'll agree with you. That is one of my top 5. It's a must-watch every year. I just look at Chevy Chase, who, as a father, just wants to do so much for the family and wants everything to be so perfect.
Right.
And to watch him get frustrated, that would totally be me. You work so hard outside to get all those decorations up. You bring everyone outside, and you're ready to snap those 2 cords together, and it doesn't happen. You know, oh, I just feel for him in that. That's an emotional scene for me.
Yeah.
As a dad who just wants to do great things with and for the family.
Especially before you find out that it's a switched outlet. You know,
yes,
because
how
it's
easy
like,
it is.
Right. But up until that point, it's like, why isn't this working? We all know those frustrations, especially back then when you had the regular, like, you know, not the LEDs that we have now. And you have to take them out and, you know, one burns out, they all go out and you got to figure out which one isn't working. We all know that. But they just make it so funny. The part that gets me all the time, you talked about pulling up the projector screen and putting that on there. That part in Christmas Vacation makes me die laughing every single time. Because he's sitting there and he's watching his, you know, getting teary-eyed, thinking about the memories. And then she pulls the door and he goes falling down. I just love it. I love it.
Excuse me, making myself cough now.
So
yes, just a great movie.
So then I have a couple new ones. Some that maybe some of you have seen, some you may not have. Jingle Jangle, which is on Netflix. I think is a really good movie. A lot of color. There's some good versus evil in there. Obviously, kids. Felicia Rashad is in it. Very funny movie. So if you have Netflix, I would recommend checking that one out.
Is that the Eddie Murphy one?
No. That one was okay. The Eddie Murphy one. We watched it. I wasn't, you know, that excited about it. But we watched it. Jingle Jangle, somebody's going to have to find out who it was because his name is escaped. I was going to say Forrest Whitaker, I think.
Okay.
I think it's Forrest Whitaker. And Key from Key and Peele. He's in it. He plays the bad guy. So very good movie. Spirited, which is a take on A Christmas Carol with Will Ferrell.
And Ryan Reynolds.
Ryan Reynolds. I think it's a great movie. A lot of fun. Updated. So modern. It's a musical. It's a comedy. Goes great. Noelle. That's another one from Disney, actually. And that, gosh, how do I even put that one in? So Noelle is the sister of the guy who's going to take over as Santa Claus because their dad, the original Santa Claus, is now getting too old and he now has to take on, but he doesn't want to, and she kind of helps him through it. And that's Anna Kendrick.
Yes.
And then, come back to a classic, It's a Wonderful Life. I have to see It's a Wonderful Life every year. I remember back in the 80s, it was in the public domain, so everybody showed it, and they showed it all the time. CBS, NBC, Fox, PBS, our local station up there, Channel 11, which is PIX, which I guess is CW or something. Yeah, I guess it's CW. They would show, everybody would show it all the time, and it's a classic movie, and it's been done so many times, that type of story, and they kind of do their own twist on it, but you can't go wrong with It's a Wonderful Life.
That's where the famous line comes from, right? Every time a bell rings, an angel gets its wings.
That's right. There's a bunch of lines in there too. Shirley put in one of the best lines from Christmas Vacation. Why is the carpet all wet, Todd?
Yeah, you have to say it like that, right? Todd.
Yeah. I don't know, Margot. Yeah, that's a good one. Yes, Aaron, I had to leave Florida. Believe me, I got home to 25-degree weather. I was not ready for it. So yeah, you guys had some good favorites in here. Love that. Dianca likes Jingle Jangle. Mom says Charlie Brown Christmas. She went for all the classic cartoons, the TV specials. Charlie Brown Christmas, Frosty the Snowman, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. We haven't seen Charlie Brown Christmas this year. The Little Drummer Boy and It's a Wonderful Life.
Yeah. All you can't really go too wrong.
No.
With that.
And yet in my top 5, I did not put Home Alone.
Oh, don't worry, I got you covered.
Okay.
Home Alone. Want to thank Disney for, letting it out there that they were going to release a Home Alone exclusive pin set, mystery boxes, and decide to put them online only. What? So disappointing. That would have been so much fun to collect. Very disappointed. 2 thumbs down. Disney on that one. It's such a fun movie. Iconic, lots of great lines, so funny. Even from the opening scene, right? You've got this little boy, Kevin, who just feels neglected, ignored, last on the totem pole in his family, and gets blamed for everything, and acts out a little bit and gets sent to his room and says all those things that a lot of kids will say. I don't need a family. I hope you're not all here. I'm paraphrasing, but when I wake up, and he wakes up and he finds out his family's gone. Such a great movie, so well done. So that has got to be in my top 5 for sure. It's another one of those that we have to make sure that we see.
Do you know that there are people that are just not... The movie came out in 89, I think. There are people that are just now figuring out that Joe Pesci plays the cop and the bad guy. That's in the plot of the movie.
I don't know how to respond to that.
It's part of the plot. He even smiles with the gold tooth as the cop and the bad guy. Folks, it's the whole plot of the movie. He was staking out the joint before. Yeah.
Pamela in chat says any Christmas Hallmark movie works too. That's a basic formula, right? Boy meets girl. They fall for each other in the small town, and something goes awry. And then they somehow are brought back together by Christmas in love.
It's either in a, she's went away. She used to live in the small town. She moved to the big city, and now she's got to go back to the small town for Christmas for some reason. She meets a guy. Yeah, it's pretty standard formula. Not that there aren't some good ones. It's
sure.
Standard formula.
It makes me wonder, what is going to be the plot and the story with the Hallmark movie that they're filming in Walt Disney World currently. What leads them there? Will the whole movie be there, or are we just filming a few scenes of it?
So, last year, was it last year? It was either last year or the year before that. They filmed a Biltmore Christmas. It is a Hallmark movie, I believe. So Biltmore is the Biltmore Estate over in Asheville, North Carolina. We love going there. We have to get there soon. And so they filmed a Biltmore Christmas over there. So when I heard that they were doing one in Disney, I was like, oh, I wonder if it's going to be kind of, like that. I mean, the whole Biltmore thing was there's some magic that happens there. And so when I heard they were doing a Disney one, I'm like, well, they're probably going to use that formula. So we'll see.
Okay. Carrying on with my top 5, we have A Christmas Carol. I spoke about that earlier. The Jim Carrey version. Love the animation. And it's just, I think it's just the best the best told version of it. So, and it's tradition in our family. So, Christmas Carol and Elf is also a must watch for us.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so yeah, it's probably Will Ferrell's finest comedic performance in our opinion.
Mm-hmm.
So many funny scenes in that, lots of iconic lines and things like that. So Elf is a must watch for us all the time. Call me Elf one more time. You know, that's really good. And I'll tell you what, the final one, and certainly not number one, but is The Grinch. Jim Carrey, again. And we kicked that off with our first movie of the Christmas season. And, you know, I came away with that feeling like I laughed quite a bit. And I said to Tammy, I think I forgot how good this movie is. So it has definitely gained more momentum for me. And it's easily in the top 5. I thought that performance was, no one could have done it better. There's so many great lines, and yeah, I can't say enough about it. It's better than I remember.
Yeah, and you're right. It keeps getting better. I want to say that I saw that in the theater, and thought it was funny. But I think the more and more you watch it, you pick up more and more of his mannerisms and stuff like that, and you just realize just how funny it is. And there's so many lines, and that's why the line excuse me, the line to meet the Grinch at Universal is normally 2-3 hours, some ridiculous number, because, you know, it's the Grinch for Christmas. How can you go wrong? So yeah, it's a classic. I find myself scrolling on TikTok and Instagram through some of the folks that have posted his meetings, you know, like all the kids doing 6, 7, so he goes 8, 9, you know.
Yes.
So, but yeah, it's good. He's got the one where he's holding a sleeping baby very quietly, and he stands up, and he walks back, and he just shouts, "Be quiet, the baby's sleeping," while he's carrying the baby. So, really, really good. That character is just totally taken over Christmas at Universal with very good reason. So, yeah, love that. So this is also our season 3 finale, episode 118, if my math is correct, and just continues to grow. The show is doing very well. We have been ranked as high as number 5 in the world for Disney content. I don't know how that type of stuff happens. But let me give you I'm sorry, you ran your top 5, right? I feel like
I'm done with my top 5. Okay. The movies? Yes.
Yeah, all of a sudden I was like, did I miss one? So it's Mom said it's 119. I was off by 1. So number 1, here are the countries that are our top 5 countries. So US makes sense. United Kingdom, Austria, Australia, and Canada.
Wow.
Now, this also kind of follows YouTube. If you look at our show on YouTube, or Living in Diz, most of these are about the same, right? And it kind of makes sense. Most of them are English-speaking countries. Austria, though, that's an interesting one. Living in Diz gets a lot of viewers in Japan as well. But yeah, so those are our top 5 countries. Our top episode was when we did This or That. Very interesting.
Well, that means we have to do more of those.
We should do more of them. That's right. I'm already working on that. Our top country, as I showed you, was the US. We were the number 1 show for 5 people. Now, that number seems small, right? Think about how many podcasts there are, because this is ranking all podcasts. and we were the number 5 people said we are their number 1 show in all the podcasts that are out there. And Corey and I are not either of those 5 people. So
no,
we certainly appreciate those folks as well. The show was in the top 30% of videos on Spotify. So if you're doing a podcast and you're wondering, should I do video? Yes, you should. So we were one of the top 30%, so in the top third of all shows that had video for Spotify. Our fans also seem to like Taylor Swift, so I'll take that. We're pretty good company. She's pretty big. And then the top audiobook of our fans was Great Big Beautiful Life, Reese's Book Club. Talk about our growth. Audience was up 1%. Total new audience up 759%. And 12% up in followers. So show is certainly growing there. So we appreciate all of you. And just to recap, we actually won a couple awards on Spotify. So we were a 2025 Rising Star. We were a 2025 Marathon Show. And a 2025 Fan Fave. So we appreciate all of you that watch on YouTube, listen on YouTube Music, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Amazon, wherever you're listening to us or watching us. We just want to say we appreciate. We did not get on. We will work on getting those folks on, as well as some return guests, hopefully. I think I am frozen. I'm gonna get rid of myself and come back in. Can I switch? Well, it's not letting me switch. It's weird. Okay, I think you can still hear me. Wait, I can't hear Corey. All right, I think you can hear me now. But I can't hear Corey. Yeah, how about that? We just talked all about that, and then maybe one of the prizes that we won will be a new computer. I don't know. Oh, I don't know that that's what happened, but that's what we're gonna blame it on. Shirley, I don't know that you watch sports, but there's a guy, John Boy, who does lip reading. Maybe he could help. I don't know what's happening. I can't tell you, Doe Whip Dave. I have no idea. It seemed to happen at one time. It was like he lost audio and I lost my camera. I'm going to try and fix my camera while we're waiting for Corey to come back. Maybe my computer needs 2 weeks off. So we are taking 2 weeks off for the holidays. So we will be gone next week and the week after. So this will be our last show of 2025. You know, sometimes when the holidays line up the way they do, it's just tougher to, it's tougher to schedule shows like this when the holidays line up the way they are this year. So we are going to take 2 weeks off, but we're going to come back nice and strong for next year. I might have some updates. I'm going to look, since I have 2 weeks, I have some time to do some updates. I might update the layout of the show. I don't think I'm going to update the opening, but I might get a new song. We'll see. Might work on a new song. So, what do all of you have planned for the holiday? I know I said I'll be home. Corey will be home. We should be hosting a little bit of family here for the holiday. I'll be... sorry, I'm just trying to let Corey back in. I'll be on Pete's show on Christmas Eve for a few minutes. And Glen Rd, good to see you. Adult with Dave, I'm not going back to the parks for New Year's Eve this year. I would love to. I was actually talking to a guest next to me in the Villain show yesterday. She had not seen the Villain show. And so we were talking, and Epcot's her favorite park as well. So we were just kind of talking about that, and I was saying how much I love Epcot for New Year's, but not going to go this year. There you are.
I think Epcot it's just too difficult to stream, is what it comes down to. And it's almost like it'd be best enjoyed just hanging out. What do you think? Being one that has streamed it.
So here's my only caveat to that is the bonding might be the key there.
Ah, right.
The bonding might be the key, but you're right. I mean, it is a party. I love seeing Epcot for New Year's. The Japan party is really good. I didn't like it the first year that I went, and I might have just gone at like the wrong time. Maybe I didn't like the set that he was playing at that time. Last year, I thought that Japan was better than Italy. The year before that, I thought Italy was better than Japan. China is absolutely off the chain. I didn't do the silent disco because I was streaming, so that really wouldn't have made a lot of sense.
Right, right.
But the whole atmosphere, the add-on that they do for the fireworks is great. They just do a great job. I want to see Hollywood though, because Hollywood now has fireworks for New Year's, and I didn't really see it last year. I didn't watch anybody who did it, so I don't know what it was like.
Dope Dave wants to know where I'm going for New Year's. I didn't really get a commitment yet from the family, but it's possible we'll go to Universal. We've done Universal on New Year's Eve. Ironically enough, I don't know if Universal feels that they can't compete with Disney, so they don't do much. They really don't do much. You think Universal would really turn it out on a New Year's Eve night, but I haven't seen it in the past. But I'm kind of willing to put it up for discussion with the family to see if they want to just go on New Year's Eve, or even just New Year's Day, because we don't have family here, so why not go enjoy the park? Although Jacob feels like, and he may not be wrong, that could be a really overcrowded day, Dad, on New Year's Day. But I feel like we've been there on New Year's Eve before, and it wasn't any different than a regular Saturday's.
I've been in Magic on New Year's Day. Nothing crazy.
Nothing crazy. Okay.
No.
That's good feedback.
No, nothing.
And probably do it as a non-streaming, trip. Just kind of go and enjoy the park.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In fact, New Year's Day, that was the day that Living in Diz hit 13,000.
Which was it? When?
New Year's Day, 2 years ago, when I was streaming.
How about that? Congratulations on that 13K.
So, yeah, Universal might not be that bad. But, yeah. And you guys watch the ball drop, I'm assuming?
We do. We flip around between, if we're home, we flip around between the different shows and just, watch the different performances and things like that. So it's pretty low key for us if we're home. So
I still have New Year's Eve hats. I think I have hats and it might have just been hats. Hats and tiaras. They say 2025 on it because I bought them to take to Florida last year, and I bought for my family and your family, and then I left them here. So I have plenty of hats. If I just wear it backwards, nobody will know. Oh,
there you go.
That's a great idea. If I wear it backwards, I can get Catherine to do something on her Cricut that says Happy New Year 2026 and the back says 2025. And it's like we're saying goodbye to 2025.
Oh, that's so creative. There you go.
Love it. Love it when a plan comes together.
Way to keep her busy at all times to keep her out of trouble.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah. Well, did we cover everything Christmas-wise?
I think so. We did the recap of the year. Talked about Christmas, our Christmas traditions, movie favorites. I like Home Alone 2 better than Home Alone 1.
What?
Yeah. Yep, I sure do.
I did not know that. That's good stuff.
I think it's because it's a New York thing. Like he's in New York, and so there's a lot of New York about it. So, because I also like Die Hard 3 better than Die Hard 1 and 2. But again, it's New York. I also think it's funnier because he's with Samuel L. Jackson and they play off of each other. So.
Oh, true.
So I think that's what it is. But yeah. Disney Adventure Home. Hello. Hey, I did. I don't know if I said this, but I did file. Oh, I think I did. I did file the lost and found claim for my hat.
You did.
So
yes.
We'll find out.
We're waiting with bated breath.
That's right.
I really hope you get that back.
But in the meantime, I will work on new hats because I have a plan.
Dole Whip Dave wants to thank us for all the streams this year. You're so welcome, Dole Whip Dave. Any of you like Dole Whip Dave and others that are here all the time, it does not go unnoticed at all. You are our community, our core, the heart of the channels. I don't take it lightly when we say we love you all. So I want to thank you all for being there. It just means the world to us to know that we create something, just little old me, little old Lawrence. We create things from our own little minds. We have big minds, not little minds. But we just create things. We're average Joes who have ideas, and we put things out there. And for people to become fans of this stuff and enjoy what we do, I don't have words for it. I really don't. I am so appreciative of what we have when it comes to this whole YouTube thing and this ride. I didn't ask for this, Lawrence.
Yeah.
This is the difference between the new generation of streamers and everything. Not once was our motivation ever, I want to go stream at Disney. I want to move to Florida. I want to become a YouTube star. I want to have this huge channel. It was none of that. It was on the basis of we want to teach people how to do Disney better and see what it's like to come along with a family from week to week, and to just have a group of people that take time out of their lives to join us when we do this stuff. It's beyond words for me. And again, you bring it right back to Pete McDevitt's meetup the other day, to see the joy on the people's faces that we met, and just to hear their stories and how we connect. And people don't realize And even sometimes my own family doesn't realize. I get letters, I get messages, I get DMs about how we've impacted people's lives over the years. And y'all wouldn't believe some of the things that I get. I'll share one quick. There was a guy, and he might be listening. I don't know. And forgive me for not remembering his name, but I'll never forget the image. He sent me an email in his story. He was rehabbing in the hospital. He literally sent me a picture of him in a hospital gown, standing there holding his IV pole, and we just got him through a very difficult time. Those are the kinds of things that we get, and we're just here turning on the stream and doing our thing, and you sometimes don't realize the impact you make on people. Just imagine the people that don't reach out, how much of an impact we've made in their lives. So thank you so much for allowing us to be part of your lives, everyone. And there's no turning back now. We're just going to keep on going. There's no end sight for the DIZPod or Living in Diz. There's just no end sight. And I'll just say this last thing about that, to carry over, what you do. Listen, doing the channel has certainly given me years of experience in, I guess it's professional, right? Because, you do get paid for this. But just being able, I always had a love for making independent movies and things like that. Little projects I do on my own or with friends. Like I've always been interested in that whole aspect of that. And when we were approached by Jason O'Brien to do this documentary, it was like natural for me. And I can't thank him enough for embracing my ideas and Jacob's ideas of how we could make this idea even better. And to know that we created something that is now sitting in the lineup of the 2025 Orlando Film Festival. I mean, I still think I still have felt the impact of that. That's more incredible than what I even realized in my brain. And now we await, before this year is out, we'll have some news for you all. If we won, I think the category, there's 2 categories it could be, but we'll call it, best documentary for the film festival. And then if it wins, it will be playing in Orlando for a limited time on their big screens. It should be playing now, but they actually were in the midst of renegotiations for the theater they use. So, okay. But the winners will be played. So we'll make sure we go to that.
Yeah.
So that's all what's going on. And I feel like the channel Living in Diz is really gaining a lot of momentum. So we're ending this year on a really good note. So we're hoping to take that momentum into 2026. And just like here on the DIZPod, everybody, we'll pump up the guests again, and we'll be into a more consistent schedule. And our new time will be in the 6 o'clock hour. And so get ready for that. I wish everyone, well, I'll see you all in the family. The last time we'll be live will be this Saturdays from Epcot. Of course, we're live tomorrow at Magic Kingdom, but we are live from Epcot this Saturdays, trying some foods from the food booths. Festival of the Holidays. We'll be wrapping it up there. And that'll be our final stream from Disney World this year.
Mm-hmm.
So
Diti Doreen is checking in. She says bonjour from Quebec.
Hello, Canada.
She's up in Quebec right now. Dole of Dave inspired me to do something. He said, thank you for all the streams this year. I think I'm going to do a recap for Living in Diz that we cover on the 27th. I'll give you the copy and I'll make a graphic and we can talk about the year for Living in Diz.
That would be amazing.
How many minutes you streamed, how many new subscribers, I'm going to do that.
The 27th. We have a podcast on the 27th? Let me look.
No, isn't that the day you're at, I thought the 27th was the day you're at Universal.
Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah, cool. Let's do it. That'll be awesome.
Yeah.
That will be awesome. All right.
Thank you all very much for watching this entire year, for any time that you took out of your lives to watch the show. to watch any of the content that we put out, whether it's live streaming on my channel or Living in Diz or the DIZPod. We appreciate it. We appreciate the support on the Disney Streamer Network, everything that you have done to help all of our friends in the streaming community. And 2026 is going to be a very, very, very busy year for all of us in a great way, in an absolute great way. So thank you all. I will probably stream somewhere between now and New Year's. We'll do the Chinese Lantern Festival, maybe something else holiday related by then. So make sure to subscribe to Park Bros. Make sure if you're not subscribed to Living in Diz, go ahead and do that. And the DIZPod if you're watching us here. And we're going to make it a great year.
Sounds awesome, my friend. All right. Thank you for everyone watching us live. We do it live because we do it for you. And we also appreciate everyone on Spotify, Amazon, iHeartRadio, Apple Music, all that good stuff. It's been a ton of fun, and we look forward to a lot more fun in 2026 on all these channels that we man. So for now, everyone, we'll see you tomorrow night at Magic Kingdom. And until then, we're just a couple of bros talking Disney. Good night,
everybody. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.
DIZPod, where the magic's here to stay.